Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. This is Reading Addict, and today we will talk about a Russian classic that is The Diary of a Madman by Nikolai Gogol. Nikolai Gogol lived in the period of 19th century. He was a very famous writer when Dostoevsky was at the beginning of his career. He had written very prominent novels. So one of these novels is it's a very short story. So I just ordered this copy. It is a very small, as you can see. It's very lightweight and it has a number of short stories in it. Like one is The Diary of a Madman, then The Nose, The Carriage, The Overcoat, and Taras Bulba. So these are 5 or 6 stories there are. So I will read one story, I think, every day in order to finish this book as fast as possible. So today I have started reading this book. I'm just almost in the middle of first story, The Diary of a Madman. The story, or I should say the writing style of Nikolai Gogol is extremely funny, especially in this short story. All the time when I was reading this, I was laughing madly, like hysterically. So funny sentences were there, and the story in itself is very funny, very interesting. There is this character. His name is Aksanti Ivanovich. He is a government clerk, or in exact terms, titular counselor. So he works with a government department and he has a boss. He calls him His Excellency or a director. So he respects that person a lot, and his job is to sharpen the quills for His Excellency. And one interesting fact is that he is madly in love with His Excellency's daughter, Sophie. Sophie, like, she is very young, she is very beautiful, as per the narration of the author of this short story. So, uh, Accenty knows his position very well and he knows the difference as well. But he is, as you should understand from the title as well, that it's a story about a madman. So, he is fully convinced that he can have Sophie in his life. So he starts to make certain plans. So Sophie has a dog as well. Sophie walks the dog every day, or every now and then. And there is one other dog as well. So there is this interesting fact that this madman kind of understands the language of dogs and what they are talking. So he tries to intercept their conversations and tries to grasp what they are talking about, so that he could understand what is going on inside Sophia's house. So, as it is a government building and he works at an office is adjoined with the house of Excellency. So sometimes he imagines that what is inside his house, how the bedroom looks like, what kind of furnishing is there, what kind of tiles are there, so what kind of stool or bedroom is there of Sophie. So all these things are very funny. And whenever he goes deep into his fancy, into his revelry, he immediately kind of comes back to the reality and scolds himself in the form of, no, 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 keep calm, silence. Because he doesn't want to talk, something that is awkward, something that is unpleasant in terms of society. So far I'm really enjoying this very short story, and with this just first story, I kind of became a fan of Gogol and his writing and how funny he is. I compared it with the double of Mr. Goliathkin of Dostoevsky. There are some similarities, but the novel is very different. And this is just a short story, so there should not be any comparison in that regard. So guys, that's it. And I would advise you to read this short story. It's very interesting. I will come back again when I finish it. Have a nice time.